Okay. Two draw. That's what you're hoping for, eh? Wait, what's the deal? Are those three teams, can they all win Division 3 still? Let me look at the standings. Standings, Division 3. So Synergy 2 is currently in first by 1 point. SCT is second, they're only behind by 1. MTS behind them by 1. Holy shit. Yeah, the battle for first is actually really close in this division between the three teams. This is actually a really important match for MTS. EU2 is in last, they can't win, so. But they could try to play spoiler. But this is definitely a big game for MTS. Massive game for them. Morning murder. I've spent all morning getting your servers ready. I started doing it last night, Murder, and I was trying to keep all the shit you guys had on there, and I just overwrote a bunch of stuff and put everything that was needed on there. But then I was getting an error that I could not fix. So I had to contact NFO this morning and get them to do a full fresh reinstall on both servers, and then I was able to just install everything, reinstall everything myself, and then I got everything to work, no problem. So Lewis may or may not be casting with us. We shall see. Crux, this is an important match for Synergy 2. You guys are going to want EU to win this. I didn't realize I just looked at the standings. And it's so close. 3 teams are all within a point of each other in your division. So it's 3 teams that can win Division 3 right now. MTS, Synergy 2, and SET. So if EU2 could even draw a map or win a map, that would be huge for both Synergy 2 and SET. Oh, this is a game from last week. So after this, that means MTS would have played more maps than the other 2 teams. Assuming that those standings are all up to date, which I don't know if they are. How many matches does MTS have left after this? Just 1, or? Just... Okay. So including... Wow, that is close then. So if you include this match... all 3 of those teams have 2 matches left. Oh, they play PRT? PRT could beat them. You play SC2 2 times. Well, those are huge matches. Have you guys scheduled anything yet, or? Only 9 viewers in here right now. Let's go. Where the fuck is everyone? There shouldn't be any issues today. The cast yesterday got totally kiboshed by the storm. My power kept getting knocked out, but the storm is gone. So it should be okay. It says 20 for you? Oh, maybe my thing is not updating as quick as the thing you have open. Well, that's a little bit better. Because this is a very important match. Division 3, disgustingly close. Why is Monster in here? Can we get an admin to set up a password on the server, if possible? Are there any admins in here? Yeah, MTS, they're gonna want to sweep this one. Oh, Monster's in EU? I didn't even know that. I don't think I've seen him play for them. It's gonna be a sweep. Could be. MTS definitely, I don't know. Like, the EU lineup always looks pretty good to me, but they never seem to do very well, so. They're not despite the fact that the EU is last place, they're not a pushover when you look at their roster, so. One way or another, points are going to be needed here for MTS. Oh, really? And the countdown is on. And we're about to be underway right here. Started off with Promises. He is on attack, Mr. Promises. Gonna attack in through high and Mez right now. He hasn't been seen just yet. Now he has. He's gonna get the first grab of the game. I picked the right person to watch. I knew he'd get the first grab of the game. Look at that. As you see Cubits on defense for MTS. Sickles attacking. So here's D-Mitch. He's a good attacker. He's trying to get up high left right now. Second grab of the game here for MTS. He got a couple cover up here. One of them dies. He does drop it right there. And unable to pick that one up was, I believe, Sickles. First 2 grabs of the game coming in favor MTS. See if Monster perhaps can get the first grab of the game for EU going right now. He's going to try to right here. He is. Oh, he couldn't get it. Promises fell back onto him. Is Hor now going to get a grab for EU? Tried to leave it on the lower right side. Couldn't do it though. Who was the home team here again? I believe MTS was, yeah. Pretty sure. His Promises, he's got 3 on him right now. 4 on him. Couldn't get out on the lower right side, so it is going to be Acid and Flex on defense. That's what they've ran most of the time. It generally has not worked out too well, but perhaps if they get a little bit better fallback this time, it can work. Oh, EU2 was home? Should have known that, but, you know, I tend to forget instantly, so. Promises picked up that drop at a D-match, but couldn't make it out of the flag room, so. No flags really out of the flag room just yet. If you have a look at the grabs, D-Mitch already up to 4. Promises with 2. Nothing for Sickles just yet. Is Hor going to drop that one? He had a cover in there with him, but he died. What is Diod and Cubit on D? That's pretty strong. They're both around 60 efficiency at the moment. Acid at 50. And his D partner... Flex at 61. Flex always, he's played pretty consistently all season long. What's up, Dusik? If you did want to cast him in our usual spot, 5p6, it's up to you though, bro. Good day, Mr. Sean. Serenity scrimming with synergy last night. It was good times. Yeah, guys, this is a big match. 3 teams battling for first place in Division 3, and it's all going to come down to this these final couple matches. And MTS is one of those 3 teams fighting for first, so important match for them is Hornow. He's made it up high right here. He's going to switch it up to the high right side. Possibly a good switch. He's got one here now. I believe that was Diod trying to cut him off. He's going to switch it again down to the low left side. Nice switch on a Horror right here. And he's going to make it to his base. He's in his base on the low side. Can they steal that one up? Flux is going to pick that one up. He's got 2 chasing him around. Nice go on the Recycles, and it's saved by D-Mitch. Right on the flag right there. EU so close to taking the lead. Mesmerize is one of the harder maps to seal, I can say that. And they almost did, but one came in on the opposite side, and it was D-Mitch, and he just saved that one in time. Close call right there. EU nearly with the lead. Is Monster now. He's trying to get up high left right here. He's made the corner up high. He's going to perhaps try to switch. Got one on him now. Gets a kill on a Cubit right now. He's still in the high. Nice double on a Diod. It is eventually going to be killed by D-Mitch once again, though. And eventually returned by Cubit. As Playful is going to cherry that one. And gets a killing spree out of the base right here. Trying to leave out low right. But you saw it's quite hard getting out low on this map. Ever since some of the spawn changes to new CTF, getting out low is extremely difficult here. It seems like everyone spawns low in front when you grab. So you can get up high. This is the hardest part, just making it up this ramp. But D-Mitch does right now. And if you do get high, it is the better way to go. And he's going to make it out high left right here. He's got a lot of cover with him right now. And D-Mitch has made it to his base high left. Killed from Acid Slam. It's laying in their high left. You can see it right there. Acid couldn't return it. He was right on it. And Cubit's going to pick that one up. And that is... Oh! It looked like perhaps almost saved there. The cover got shot instead of the flag carrier, but at the end of that, it is going to be a 1-0 lead for MTS right there. Unfortunate. EU was in a position to perhaps save that one. They couldn't quite do it, though, and after almost taking the lead themselves, EU now finds himself behind by 1 here on map 1 Mesmerize. Hey, Gizmo, how are you doing? 3D now? Well, perhaps. We'll see. Diod still there on D. MTS, he's still... I think they're still attacking with 3 as MTS. They're just perhaps going to fall back a little bit more. Let's have a quick look at stats. D-Mitch up to 10 grabs already. Far and away the leader in that department on both teams. The grab leader on EU is poor with only 3, so certainly they're having a hard time getting past the defense at this moment. Is D-Mitch up on the high right now. He's trying to stall for a moment. Acid saw him though, and Playful now. He's a hard guy to hit, and he does get a kill into Diod. Eventually dies in the flagram. He had 3 on him right there. Double kill. Good old D-Mitch. D-Mitch real strong start to the game. 11 grabs and an assist already. And don't forget, D-Mitch saved that flag that EU had right on their stand. D-Mitch saved it, so that was a big play by him. Sickles now, he's going to try to make it out. He switches up to low right to his cover. Good switch right here. Main to his base low right. What's Monster up to? Nice counter grab. He's going to stall on the high right here, perhaps try to buy some time. Oh, I think he was sitting there too close. I think they saw the glow. I think he would have been better off just beelining it out of that base right there. Was Monster, but he tried to stall and buy time, and they knew he was there. I think they saw the flag glow. Easter Ryan, yes, that is the Easter Ryan, Easter Helta Bunny. Thank you for that. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. And it is now 2-0 for MTS, and D-Mitch has been extremely impactful, and we're seeing a lot of the same issues that we've seen with this EU2 team all season long. They just can't seem to put it all together. They get opportunities, and you know, their defense generally stats wise doesn't look too bad, especially Flux, but at the end of it, they're not really getting the teamwork that they need. The fallback generally is not there. They're not getting the covers they need in mid, and the seal offs, as we saw, were an issue as well. 12 grabs in 7 minutes. Yeah, D-Mitch, and here's another one. Grab number 13. So D-Mitch grabbing quite a lot. Promise is doing pretty well in that department too. He has 8, and Recycles now. That was his, what, 5th grab of the game. So MTS heavily out-grabbing EU. So they are still keeping the pressure on despite having a 2-0 lead, which I do like to see. Good on them for that. Crux says he stomped D-Mitch on his. See a bit of the trash talk coming out. 3 teams in Div 3 all fighting for first place in this one. Going to come down to the final week. MTS, Synergy 2, and SCT. It's going to be interesting stuff. And I'm sure SCT and Synergy 2 were really hoping that EU could win or even just draw one of these 2 maps in this match. It'd be very helpful to both of them. But so far, map 1, 11.5 minutes left to go. MTS looking pretty strong right now. As for Sickles now, he's going to stall a little bit here in the flag room, see what he likes to do. He's got a couple cover with him now. Gets body blocked by D-Mitch. He's going to try to get on the low right side. D-Mitch did end up picking that up, but he died immediately on that flag. Sedino with the PT chance. I don't think there's any PT players in this one, is there? No, it doesn't appear to be. But we'll cheer for the PTs anyway. Why not? So what should EU do? That's the question. There's still lots of time. Still lots of time. 10.5 minutes left to go. Not even at the midway mark yet. But certainly this does not seem to be working up to this point. They're just not grabbing very much. Is EU. Grab leader for them is Hor with only 5 still. Or isn't Promises? I thought... Well, it's showing him as Netherlands. But is he a Portuguese player? EU is the home team as D-Mitch died on that attempt right there. How's the defense looking here for MTSQ? But you see him on the double right now. He's 58 frags and just under 60 efficiency. Diod 51 and 58 efficiency as well. So you can see it right there. Both defense playing quite well on the side of MTS, and they're shutting down EU up to this point. As we saw yet another grab at a D-Mitch. Monster going to grab and die as well. It's D-Mitch up to 17 grabs already, just the midway mark. So he's on pace for many grabs. As here he is again, trying to get a high mid grab. So he dropped it down to low left side. Monster, he tried to make it up to the high right. Couldn't make it out of the flame though. D-Mitch proving to be too strong for the defense of EU. They just can't seem to slow him down at all. With that constant grabbing and pressure out of him, it's really made it impossible for EU's defense to really push up and help at all. And also, the attackers for EU are having to fall back themselves a lot more, which takes away from their own pressure. So that's what impact you get from a lot of pressure and grabbing. And D-Mitch doing a fantastic job of it right now. 9 minutes left to go here. Still 2-0 advantage. And the momentum really shifted after EU lost that flag right on their flag stand. Ever since that point, it's kind of been all MTS. And that often is what you see. Kind of a demoralizing thing when you lose a cap right on your stand like that. And Monster, that's a flashback. We saw him get killed here before. And he's going to get killed there again, trying to stall in the same spot. D-Mitch, here he comes again. There's uncontested he was initially, but he dropped right down onto one of them, Flux. He's going to kill him, and Promises actually picked that one up, and they're going to make it their base on the low left side right here. The other flag was leaving on low right, as you saw, Playful, and he perhaps is going to make it to his base right here, see if he can. And he has, in fact, made it into his flag room, so we do have a flag standoff now, and this is a very, very important one. If EU can win this flag standoff, and they won't because D-Mitch Ultra Kill returned. We didn't see it, unfortunately. My God, Demon just on fire, and he's coming out with a flag now. Down on the low right side, it was returned by Hor right there. His monster now. He's made it up high again. What's he going to do? He's going to switch it up to the high left side. Perhaps going to make it out right now. He's high left mid. He dropped it right there. Acid Slime going to pick that up. You see Recycle stalling in the flag room. And I think that flag is going to be returned, yeah, by Diod. And Recycle's going to leave the base now. He's out on the low left side. He's made it his base right here. Where's Playful? Playful's high right. He actually tried to get a shot onto the enemy flag carrier right there. And we're going right into another flag setup. But D-Mitch killed him. Acid picked it up. And, okay, let's just watch D-Mitch. D-Mitch just so impactful. MVP of the map by miles right now. The last flag setup, he instantly ultra kill returned that thing. We'll just watch him again. 21 grabs also. D-Mitch just a beast at this stage. You see him dropping it on a flag carrier. Flux got him just in time. Acid wasn't even looking at him. And, oh, we didn't see it. See, we focus on D-Mitch, and the flag by EU was returned. So look at that. EU did get their first score of the game. And, hey, that gives them a chance at any rate. It's 3-1 now. 6.5 minutes left to go. So EU does win that flag standoff before D-Mitch could return. And here comes D-Mitch again. Grab number 23 of the game, I believe. Trying to drop it down low right. He's got 3 chases, so no one can hit him. Down low right near their side. Eventually Flux finally does kill and return that one. My God, D-Mitch, just a beast. Carrying the load big time here for MTS. We see him yet again. How many is that now? So that was grab number 23 right there to D-Mitch. Also leading the... Well, he's not quite leading the server in kills. Promises and Playful with more, but by far the most impactful player on both teams is D-Mitch. You see Monster. He's been getting a lot of flags up here to this high area. Hasn't really found a way to get out of the base, really, though, up to this point. You see D-Mitch now. I think the D pushed up, and this has allowed him to freely get out of the base. He made it high mid. Still uncontested. No one's seen him just yet. D-Mitch is going to dodge all the way into his high. Hor's going to counter grab, but he's instantly taken down, and D-Mitch going to get the 3-cap advantage right back for MTS right there on grab number 25. He literally just grabbed and ran all the way across high, and he's just waltzing back to the flag again. He was uncontested last time. This time he's got 1 to beat, and Flux will shoot him finally. And I think what happened on that last cap was EU aggressively pushed up to try to help their own flag run there, which allowed D-Mitch to sneak in and really run all the way across uncontested. So EU's defense taking a risk that I guess they felt they had to take there, but it did allow for D-Mitch to answer with a cap, and here he comes again right here, trying to leave on the high right side. He's got a cover right now. He dropped it right there, picked up our Recycles, also dropped. He's a Cubit right there. He's going to pick it up. He's going to drop down low right for easier pickups if he gets killed, and he does by Playful. D-Mitch going to get that one, and it will be D-Mitch. Oh, it's laying on the flame. They did kill it, but Cubit eventually will score that one. Close play right there. Mez, again, a hard map to seal off, and there was a lot of members of EU coming in there, and they did kill it near the stand, but they were unable to finish that return. His monster now trying to get out high. Diod saw him before he died there, and Cubit will eventually kill him. So 28 grabs now by D-Mitch, and just bringing every flag back to his base. As here he goes again, D-Mitch made it up high. He's going to come out on the high left side. He's going to cover here Recycles. He's dropped down to the low left now, and he's going to make it to his base. The left is D-Mitch. No one on him just yet, and this might be a free cap yet again, and it is by D-Mitch, and it's now got out of control here for EU. It's now 6-1, and what was a pretty good start in the first few minutes anyway for EU has just turned into a complete rout here on Mesmerize Map 1, and D-Mitch, 30 grabs, 2 caps, 3 assists. He's been in on every cap except for 1, and he did win that flag standoff too, the first one, so solid stuff out of him right here, and needless to say, it is going to be a Map 1 victory by MTS. Just a question of what the final score is going to be. Yeah, with a nice shot on a monster right there, trying to get Hor now, and he does. And if you look at the defense, they're still both up around 60 efficiency, so they've been really consistent all game long as the defense for MTS. Same cannot be said, and we've said it so much, but on the D by EU, Flux and Acid, they're both just floating around 50 efficiency, but they've just, all season long, that combo has just not worked. And once again, it's not working right here, so... At any rate, foregone conclusion, MTS is going to win map 1. It's just a question of what the final score will be. As Recycle's going to die immediately in the flag room. Acid Slam going to kill him. You see Acid Slam now perhaps attacking. I mean, it doesn't even matter. There's no point. There's no point even really pushing off your D anymore. Let them run up the score more. I mean, there's no coming back. There's not enough time. As you see Acid trying to kill D-Mitch, but couldn't. D-Mitch just made it on the high left side. He's going to drop it low left now. Hits a wall, but he's made it low left mid. He dropped it right there. Monster, in the meantime, going to kill Dion. He's going to come out to low left. He switched it up to the low left side. See if he can get out here. Perhaps get something going for EU. Acid Slam did pick that one up, and he's made it to his base left as Acid. Oh, but you saw, I believe, D-Mitch coming from behind, and MTS is going to convert that counter, and that's going to be a 7-1 advantage now. Got a lot of weird random spec lag bugs at the moment. Hopefully that goes away pretty soon. As you see, Hor, he meant to stay high, but he fell off the ramp. Unfortunate right there. Just a minute and a half left to go on map number 1, and it's a complete rout right here. EU2 having their issues all season long, and we're seeing it yet again. As Recycle's nice double out of the flag room right here. Can't quite make it all the way out, though. You saw all those spawns right in front of the base right there. So D-Mitch, that was grab number 35. 35 for D-Mitch. We'll see, can he perhaps hit the 40 mark? He'll have to go like crazy to do it. Only a minute left. I don't think he'll be able to hit that, but 35, already a very impressive number in that grab department. His promises now. I think he was thinking about getting up to D-Mitch, who was up high there with him. I think he died, though. 40 seconds left to go. What will the final grab count for D-Mitch be? That's all we can really look for now. The outcome is sealed as Horror. He's got to cover here. See if they try to boost out on the high right side. They're trying to. I don't know why Horror's delaying here. You got to cover with you. Let him boost you out. What are you doing, Horror? He finally tries to leave, and I don't know what that was, but that was not well played at all. As Cubit, he's made into his base high right. He's going to drop to low right. Playful did kill him, though. Can he return it? As it does. As we see D-Mitch, here he comes. Grab number 36 right here. He's going to make it to his base high right. He's going to force advantage with this, and he might cap another one, and I think he's going to. Oh, he got killed by Monster right in the flag, and it was returned. Recycles was cherrying for some reason, and that shit ended. No, Playful's going to keep the game going with another grab right here, trying to get on the low right side. Was killed by Recycles, and that's probably going to be returned, and the game will end. It's still laying there. And finally, the game does end. 7-1 the final. MVP of that map goes without saying. It is D-Mitch. 36 grabs, 2 caps, 3 assists, 4 covers, 9 flag kills. Extremely, extremely impactful stuff out of D-Mitch right there. And EU again. I mean, you look at the numbers. I mean, they did get out-fragged overall, but not by a ridiculous amount. They have good players on their team. I do think EU is missing one of their better players too. Well, Evolution's not there. I think he would definitely want to be in. I guess he's not around. Well, we'll see. Back at the casting desk. Get this camera over here. So Dooku is going to be the next map. Kind of odd picks by EU. If you know you're probably going to get out-fragged overall. I don't know if picking Mez and Dooku are your best options, but that's what they elected to go with. And I'm sure SCT and Synergy 2 are both praying EU can somehow perhaps even find a way to draw a map right now. MTS, if they win this map, they're going to make that battle for first a lot more tricky for those two other teams. We're up to 30 now. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, as always. Appreciate it. How's everyone doing today? How does Murder have an OG sub badge when he's not even a sub to the channel? Someone must have gifted Murder a sub, did they? I told Murder he had to sub himself, and then someone gifted a sub to Murder. What is this? He gets the OG sub badge anyway. You always get gifted? I guess that means you have to give subs then, Murder. That's how you repay the sub gifters. MS has a stable D with a massive offensive play. D-Mitch, yeah. Yeah, their D was quite stable. No question. Your guys is 5-2 MTS. Pretty high scoring for Dooku. I don't know. If EU gets any caps, I don't think they'll get more than 1 or 2, certainly. 13-0 EU2. Hey, there's a bold prediction. I like that one. It's just waiting on Qubit and Monster to click in. Four to 3 MTS. Yes, I figured you'd be content with a draw. Double kill. Well, if you want to see a lot of caps, I don't know. It is Dooku. It depends. It's Division 3, so it might be okay. Dooku can be a tough one. Especially in Div 1. You generally don't see much of anything. But in Div 3, you could see a lot of caps here. Am I on D-Mitch? We definitely should start the game on him. So it's going to be the same lineups for both teams. No changes. As the countdown is underway. And we'll see if perhaps EU2 can somehow salvage or even get a draw here in this massive three-way battle for first place in Division 3. We shall see. Hello, Nordog. How are you doing? I agree. I agree, Chris. Tiger Claw. We'll see. EU, I think, will be better here than Mesmerized for sure. As we see Hor now trying to bounce it up high. Nice calling to Scream. He's going to switch it to the lowest side, see if he can get out right now. Hor, oh, he got cut off. Promises on the fallback right there. Couldn't quite do it. As you see D-Mitch, he hasn't even. It's what, 40 seconds of the game. D-Mitch doesn't have a grab. So that's a better start by EU2. He's going to get one now though, isn't he? Nice calling to Flux right there. He's going to try to bounce it and drop to the low left side. Couldn't quite do it though, and his cover died with him. So it appears to be yet again the same defensive setup for EU2. Yeah, Flux and Acid Slam. Nice multi clear to the base there by Flux. So we'll see. Flux a lot stronger here. Maybe they can hold. I think these two just need a bit better fallback. I think overall they haven't played bad. They're not getting the offensive help when they need it. I think that's been one of the big issues for EU2 all season long. Diod, I think same positions for them as well. Diod on a rampage right now on the low D. Finally does die. Diod starting the game just below 70 efficiency. And Cubit's deal on with him. His promises now. He's got a cover here with him. Trying to make it out on the left side. And it was killed and returned by Acid. So as Demon, so he carried that one. He's going to bounce it up high. Perhaps try to leave low right, and he does. Low right mid right now. Dropped. Oh, good return right there. That was nearly almost picked up as Playful. Finds a good opportunity to grab, and he's trying to leave out stairs here. Scream's going to take him down right before he made it to mid. So nearly made it out right there, did Playful. His promises can't get past Acid, and Monster now trying to get out main perhaps. He's going to killing spree onto Diod, but Scream's going to finish him off. Seen it a lot last map with Monster. He was grabbing a fair amount, but he's quite slow at getting out of the flag room, giving the defense of the other team a lot of opportunities to get him. As we see, he has it again here, and he's got 2 cover with him, but he's juking around, and I don't know why. He had a cover behind him and a cover in front of him. He should have just beelined it. See players do this quite a bit. If you have cover, just go. In any case, EU definitely a better start to this map right here. Is D-Mitch now trying to leave straight out main. He's going to switch it up to the left side. Gets the kill on the flex. Oh, just died right on the edge of left mid right there. So a lot of flags being grabbed and getting nearly to mid. Monster attempting his best Azure impression on offense. True. True indeed. So what's D-Mitch at? Still leading in grabs. 3. He always will, it would seem, as Cubit. He's made it on mid. He gets boosted by D-Mitch right there. He drops it down to his stairs. It's laying in front of their stairs right now. Dion's going to pick that one up. You see them all frantically going for it right here. Promises for the pickup, and Scream picks it up, and eventually Flux does return that one. Nice save out of him right there. An Acid Slam with a counter grab from D right there, and Hor now. He's going to grab and bounce it up high. That was a nice save by EU, and now Hor. He's going to make it out on the right side mid, perhaps. Can't quite do it as Cubit. Also dying in the high flag room. So that was a nice save by Flux right there. All of MTS was there, and they were picking it up. It was a massive battle for that flag in the MTS stairs, but eventually Flux was able to get to that, and that's quite a huge save by him. Keep this thing tied right now. To watch D-Mitch coming again in the flag here. Main, his cover died, and Acid will kill him. So how is... well, Acid's at 40 efficiency, Flux at 61, so... Acid, bit of a slow start here on defense. Is Cupid now trying to leave out on the left side. He's trying to make it left mid, and he does, but Playful's going to kill him. He got a good spawn, did Playful right there. And he is able to return that one as D-Mitch now going to grab Die immediately. He did have a cover coming in there with him. But, and it was Cubit. Cubit's not on D this time. Who was D with Diod? Scream, I guess. So Cubit's attacking this time, and you see him leaving out on the right mid side right here. And, yeah, so they did change positions a little bit there. One position change for MTS this map. Cubit's off D, and Scream is defending instead with Diod this time. Murder, hold on. D-Mitch, he's going to bounce it up high, try to drop it stairs right here. Nice switch to the left side. He's going to try to juke back again. One too many jukes right there. I hear a lot of this about the rankings and that. What you have to remember with this cup, you can't base anything by individual player ratings. You know, it's like... When you see things like how, you know, DMK should have been Div 1. Well, no, they shouldn't. Yes, Ramdrop is a Div 1 player. I'm sorry, but that DMK team would have had no chance in Division 1. No chance. Were they perhaps a bit too good for the competition in Div 2? Yes, but there isn't a Div 1.5, so what are you going to do? I mean, I don't know, it's just the way it goes. And like some of the suggestions that, you know, EU1 should have been in Division 2, like give me a break, Dusik, Serenity, Paggi and Kaiser on one team. I mean, I think they placed the teams as best as they could, and I think the admins did a good job of it. You know, you're not going to always have perfect parity in every division amongst all the teams. I think they placed the teams correctly. I think they placed them as well as they could. It's a tough thing to do. But I mean, there's obviously different formats that you could run, and I'm sure next season they'll look at some changes. Well, I mean, one change I would like to see is as we watch Hor now grab, and he's going to bounce it up high right here, perhaps try to leave it outstairs. He's got one chasing him at the moment. Going to make it out right mid now. He's killed by Promises in return. I'd like to see playoffs again, instead of this, you know, each division plays their matches, and then whoever has the most points. I always like having playoffs. You have your quarterfinal, semis, and then you have your grand final. I like having that stuff, so I'd like to see that come back. If they can get that, the playoffs back in next season, that would be good to see. One of the main things I'd like to see back, but I'm sure they'll look at a lot of possible changes. You always want to spice things up a bit. So what's D-Mitch at in grabs now? He's up to 10, so... starting to take over again. Monster, this guy's up to 7, so Nice double, multi rather, out of the base here by Monster. Scream was waiting for him to jump downstairs though. So Monster actually doing quite well in the grab department. He's got 7. Next highest on EU is Horror with only 3, so he can get a bit more grab support pass from Playful. Yeah, playoffs would be nice. Used to having playoffs. It's just nice because then you know it's, well, this is the final. You know, and you could have, if you can still have all your divisions, so every skill level team could play. You can still have all your divisions, but have a playoff format for each division. Each division has their own playoff round robin. I think that would have made it a lot better. So your group stage, you have your group stage matches, and those are played to determine which teams make the playoffs. If it's this 5 teams per division, perhaps 1 team doesn't make the playoffs, or whatever the case. So your group stage is for your placement and to see who makes the playoffs and how they're seeded, and then you have a playoff round robin for each division. I think that would have made it a lot more interesting. But anyway, overall this cup has ran pretty well. To be honest, it's the most active cup we've had in a long time, that is for sure. But it's good to see. So we're at the 11.5 minute mark, and it is still 0-0. Excuse me, 0-0. So EU2 looking a lot better here, obviously, than they did on Mesmerize. They're probably wondering why the hell they picked Mesmerize after how badly it went for them, but yeah, I know they went with, well, I mean, you could call it boring. I think it's better to have a playoff round robin, though, instead of the season just randomly ending at the end of your group stage matches, you know? That's just my opinion. I like playoffs. Playoffs make for some intense matches. It's my personal opinion. As Monster, you see him, he's got 2 cover up here with him. They're going to come out on the right side. See Scream. He does get a kill on a Scream. There was a lot of fallback right there. And that was looking promising at EU. A little bit sloppy the way they came out of stairs right there. But the fallback was super quick by MTS. They collapsed onto that flag right there. And EU was unable to get that one any further. It's certainly a lot closer map this time. And it already feels like the first cap is perhaps going to win this one, which is often the case on Dooku. It was a bit of a wasted boost opportunity. It's a tough call. Stairs did look clear initially when they dodged down, but perhaps if they had switched out high mid and dropped left and boosted, that would have been the best way they could have made that work with all 3 of them together like that. But in any case, they tried. It didn't work. See if they can get another opportunity at that again. We see Monster try attacking low. Can't get past Cupid though. As let's get back onto D-Mitch, see what he's up to. Here he is now. This Cupid's gonna grab. He bounced it high. Nice shot on a Flux right there. He's up in the high right now. You saw a couple cover high mid right here. Both of his cover are dead, and he dropped it high mid. Ass is gonna kill and return that one. So that was a close play. They did go towards their, they had 2 cover in the high mid area there, but both the cover died before the flag got up to that spot, so unable to make it much further. And really the closest play we had was that one MTS attempt. They had the EU flag into their stairs. Since then there hasn't been anything overly close. A few flags to the edge of mid, but aside from that, it's a very close fought battle right now. As Acid, he's almost up to 50 efficiency, so he's picked it up a little bit. Flex at 56, 76 kills. The Flex doing his part, no question. His Monster now, he's had a great game, 11 grabs. Just behind D-Mitch, and he's leading the server in kills too, so Monster having a good showing here on Dooku. What is he doing? He's helping seal off things a bit, standing in high mid right there. You see Promises attacking now. He did have a cover with him. That cover's dead. Gets another kill on a Flag. He's fighting Acid now. Gets a double on Acid. He's going to pick up a cover right now. I think it's D-Mitch. He's got 2 cover, and that's a double boost out of high mid right here. Oh, and Playful dodged down, and they kill him, and it's in their main now for MTS. And that was some really nice teamwork at the MTS right there, and that will be the first cap of the map and a 1-0 lead for MTS. You saw the cover coming into the EU main right there, and they boosted him out high mid. And the cutoffs were just not able to stop that run. As you see, Promises trying to get out of that flagram right there. But yeah, that was a nice play by MTS on that cap, and they do finally have a lead here. 7.5 minutes left to go on this one. Nice cap indeed, Fish. I agree. Good teamwork right there. Dimich kind of boosted him all the way across. See what Monster can do. He's had a pretty strong game up to this point. That was what, grab number 12 for him. And you look, Hor, the next highest at EU, only with 5. So, and you mean, and the only way that would be warranted if you're grabbing less as an attacker is if you had a lot of covers, and they don't. Hor only with 1 and Playful with 2. So, if you're not grabbing, you better be covering, and they're not doing either. So, that's where the problems are lying for EU2 right now. So we'll see. Lots of time for EU to try to come back. We'll see if they can. Dooku can be a very hard one to play from behind on. It's one of the easier maps to completely shut down if the other team elects to. So we'll see what happens. It's Playful now. He's made it on main undetected so far. Cubit finally saw him just before he made it up to high mid right there. It's D-Mitch now. He's going to take the bouncer high with this grab right here. Acid was waiting for him. That's grab number 16 for D-Mitch. So obviously not grabbing at the same pace as he did on Mesmerize, but still leading the server in that department. He's doing a good job of that, as he always does. The score is 1-0 for MTS, Panera. MTS 1, map 1, Mesmerize 7-1. So if MTS holds on and win both maps here, that's going to make the 3-team battle for first place in Division 3 a lot more interesting. Synergy 2, MTS 2, and SCT all in one hell of a battle for first place. They're all within a point or two of each other, and they all have two matches left. Well, including this one for MTS. So after this, MTS will have 1 match left. As you see, D-Mitch, that was a really nice run. He's made it into his base right here, main. And that is going to be a score out of D-Mitch, and that's probably going to spell the end of EU here. That was a nice run. He came out high mid, took the bouncer into his stairs, got a little bit of boost, I believe from Qubit. And that was just a really nice run out of D-Mitch right there. And here he comes again. He's going to make it out left mid. He's got a cover right here. His cover dies. Trying to make it into his stairs now. Perhaps going to bounce it off the high mid. Took an awkward bounce there. It was laying high mid, but picked up by Dion. Nice pickup right now. And it's going to be into their main. And that's it's the snowball. The snowball effect has started to take effect here. As it's now 3-0. And that is certainly going to be a map and match win for MTS. Just under 5 minutes left to go. EU was hanging in there for most of the map, but after that first cap, and certainly after the second, you saw the momentum just completely shift and spiral out of control for EU, and it's going to take a miracle at this stage as Monster, trying to leave left his cover, abandoned him initially, but he did end up picking that up. Playful did, and was down on the left side mid. Hor picked that up. He's almost at his stairs right now. He's at the edge of the stairs. Can they pick it up? Acid does. You see Hor, can he seal it off here? You see 3 collapsing on him. Acid frantically just backpedaling around. And D-Mitch is going to save that one. That is what you call 0 seal off right there. No one was watching the high mid entrance. Literally 4 MTS players flooded in all at once. And that was an easy save from MTS's Hor. Going to make it onto the left side mid right now. He's got to cover with him. Can they boost him? Can Playful? He does boost him into their high. Nice boost. Oh, there's one here. Wait for him. Nice going to Demons. He stays alive. Does Hor? Where's Qubit? Qubit's, oh, it's going to get returned by Flex. He's got 2 on him in the flagram, though. He's desperately yelling for help. He gets Dion. Just dodged down, man. Nice double, and Hor will finally cap that. So 3-1 now. You never know. 3.5 minutes is technically enough time, so it's too bad if they could have capped it within 1 cap, but it would have been a lot more manageable, but you never know. In any case, that was a nice sequence out of Hor, and good teamwork, good boost by Playful on that. And Flux did eventually get the return of his own flag in the mid area, so finally EU converts one of these plays, and they do get themselves a cap here on Dooku. And I mean, if they can get another one within the next minute minute and a half or so, then you never know. They have a chance with advantage being in play. Is Playful trying to do just that. Can't make it very far on that one, though. Yeah, EU has some points. I think going into this, they were at 7 points total, I believe. You see Playful now trying to leave out left. He had a cover with him. The cover's still there. You see him. I believe it's Hor. Can Hor kill and pick that one up? He does. Nice pickup by Hor. Can the Playful push him in? His cover died. It's down on the stairs right there. Hor got a good spot to pick it up. Can he? He does. He's got 2 on him right now, though. And eventually D-Mitch going to return that one. You saw Cuba with a monster kill right there. Oh, that was so close. If EU had been able to convert that one, that would have made the last couple minutes here really interesting. Not quite able to, though. The support was not there for EU. It's really only Hor and one other Playful there that were trying to get that thing into the base, and they couldn't quite do it. You see D-Mitch going to grab and bounce it high. He's going to drop it down to main right now. I have finally seen him, I believe. Trying to stall it again, but Flux knew right there. D-Mitch not going to make it out that time. See Hor. EU desperately needs a cap, and they need it quick. Minute and a half left to go. If they can cap and perhaps have someone waiting to cherry or force advantage before time runs out, it is still technically possible. We'll see if they can do it. It's going to be tough. It appears as though MTS is playing really safe now at this stage. Trying to lock things down, and surely you can see Acid, he's pushed up, he's attacking, he's Playful. Tries to get on main. Monster, he's going to cherry that one. You saw Hor in there with him. As Cubit's going to grab and perhaps try to drop it down on the left side right here. He's got a fight with Flux. Flux is going to win that one. And they're running out of time. We're into the final minute now. EU's got to get a grab and a cap, and they got to do it quick. And then try to force an advantage play. It's a bleak chance, but it is, however, still a chance. See Diod defending on the low side here. That was Cubit. You saw get killed. So you see the fallback. Cubit is, in fact, falling back. See if Hor can grab that. He does. Dies immediately. D-Mitch going to grab, leave left right now. I think everyone on EU is attacking as they should be. As D-Mitch can drop down the left side. Nice shot on the flex. Going to bounce to his high mid right here. You got 2 waiting for him on the cover right there. And this is going to seal the fate for EU there. 3 cap advantage is now back in play as D-Mitch, again, super impactful. It's grabs 22. 2 caps and assists with 6 covers. So MVP of both maps, I have to give it to D-Mitch without any question. I have to give it to D-Mitch with an honorable mention to the defense for MTS because they've been quite consistent in both maps, so you got to give props to them as well. But that is, you see, advantage is currently continuing the game, but the game is in fact over, and it's going to end in a 4-1 victory here for MTS. So they are going to win both maps in this one. Is Hubert with a nice monster kill pickup on this one. Perhaps it won't end 4-1. They're trying to make it 5-1 now. Not the best boost. He got slammed right in the wall right there, but Promise is going to pick that one up. Make it to his main. Can they convert it? Ashley did kill that one. Cuba's going to pick it back up, and that will be a 5-1 final. So MTS, we're back at the casting desk. MTS is going to win both maps, so I'm going to open up those standings again real quick and see where this leaves us, because the battle for first place in Division 3 is so close between 3 teams. So let me see after that match what it'll put them at. Where's the action music? Action music, you can go. Okay, so prior to that match, MTS was in 3rd place with 22 points. SCT was in 2nd place with 23, and Synergy 2 in 1st with 24. So you see how close it is. So that'll be 6 points for MTS, so that'll put them at 28 points. So that'll put them in 1st, 4 points above Synergy and 5 points above SCT. But that also, MTS has played 1 more match than both of those teams. So basically, it looks to me, depending on what happens at MTS's final match, if MTS wins their final match against PRT, I think Synergy 2 would have to win out. See, it makes it interesting because Synergy 2 and SET are playing each other twice in the final week. So honestly, if I'm looking at this, I think I favor MTS to win Division 3 simply because of the fact that Synergy 2 and SET are playing each other twice this week. So they're going to be taking points away from each other potentially. So unless one of those two teams basically sweeps and wins all 4 maps, I think MTS is going to be in a favorable spot to win Division 3. But it'll certainly be interesting. The matches in Div 3 this week to see who ends up winning that one. That's got to be the closest battle of any of the divisions. 3 teams fighting for first place, so that's good to see. Anyway, I guess that's it for this one. I don't believe there's any more games today. I think there's one tomorrow. Just having a quick look. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to this. That was a pretty good match overall. Not as close as perhaps you'd like to see, but... Oh, MTS2 versus PRT tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I'll certainly try to cast that one then. That'll be super interesting, and we can get a much better outlook at Division 3 after that match is completed and what will be needed by Synergy 2 and SCT to win. So it's really interesting stuff. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to catch that one tomorrow and we'll be able to really figure things out on how Div 3 is going to play out. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this one. VOD for this one, as always, will be up on my Twitch. It'll be on my YouTube. And yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day, everyone. I'll catch you guys next time.